Welcome back. My name is Dan Judge, and this is The Absolute Truth. And here we are again in the most beautiful gym in McKinney, the Gym McKinney. And today, as I promised you, we're going to address the midsection, your abdominals. The first exercise that we're going to do out of the three that we're going to do today is the ab decline. Now, many gyms will have a smaller version of this apparatus. And if it's real steep, you don't want to use it. But if it's adjustable like this one is, you want to adjust it all the way down so that it's nearly flat. And the reason for that is so that you don't possibly or potentially develop a herniated disc or a hernia. I've had a hernia, they're no fun. So once you get in, now if they don't have one that adjusts, I'm going to show you how to do it with a flat bench and a couple of dumbbells. But the way this exercise works, you'll see a lot of people in the gym that come all the way down and then all the way back up. That's not necessary, and again, that's a potential for a hernia or a herniated disc. All you have to do is come back a short range and then back up, because the abdominals don't require a lot of stress to, to develop them. So the whole point is you just go back a little ways until you feel the tension on the abdominals and then back up. And ideally, you want to work your way up to 25. Now in the beginning, you might only be able to do 5 or 10, and that's good, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But your ultimate goal is 25, and you want to do anywhere from 2 to 4 sets of 25 when you do this exercise, and you want to do it every single day. Because unlike the other muscles in your body, the abdominals don't require all that rest. Okay? Now, we're going to go on to the flat bench as an alternative to this in case your gym doesn't have an adjustable decline. Okay, so here we are at the flat bench as your alternative. Now, the only problem that you might face is that your gym might have round dumbbells rather than hex heads. If they have round dumbbells, you cannot do this exercise. But if they have hex heads like this, you can. The whole point is you just need to get something to hold your feet in place as you come back. And again, just doing a short repetition. You kind of put your fingers on your abdominals if you don't have too much body fat, so you can feel them. And the whole idea, once again, is to do your 2 to 4 sets of 25 here if they don't have an ab decline. And now we'll go on to the lower abdominals. Okay, so here we are at the lower abdominals. Now this is the most neglected part of the abdominals. And as a result, this is what causes so many people to develop low back pain or low back problems. So it's important, really, really important that you watch this very carefully, and when you do this, that you ease your way into it. Because the lower abdominals are weak, anything that you do to strengthen them may cause you some low back pain in the beginning. So you just have to be careful. Remember, moderation is the key to success. So the first one is called a jackknife. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands behind me, I'm going to put my feet out in front of me, and all I'm going to do is just carefully pull my knees toward my chest. Now when I get really good at this, I can go all the way. But in the beginning, just do short repetitions until you begin to develop the strength and the tolerance for the exercise. Now when you get really good at that, you can go to a greater degree of exercising the abdominals by laying all the way back. This is called a leg lift. You'll hold the top of the bench, cross your feet if you want to, and just pull your knees to your chest. And you'll do, again, up to 25 repetitions with this exercise. And as you get really good at it, you'll begin to see the lower part of your abdominal, instead of distending out, it'll begin to tighten up. And that's the low abs. Now we're going to go to the serratus anterior. Okay, so here we are at the stick twist. Now you can do this either seated or you can do it standing. I prefer to do it seated, but I'm going to do it standing today. So the idea is make sure that your feet are spread apart good for stability. Place the stick on your shoulders and then gently begin to twist as far as you can comfortably go, keeping your head stationary in the middle, and just go through the exercise carefully. And this is 1 repetition, 2, 2, 3, 3. And this is for the development of the serratus anterior. Some people call them the intercostals. It gets a little bit of the obliques as well, so you don't want to do a ton of them, but 2 sets of 25 is perfect. This is an important exercise because it helps to stabilize your midsection. When you work your abdominals and you strengthen your low back, that covers you going back and forth for the most part. But when you train the intercostals, you're developing your overall balance and stability that comes from the torso. The reason I bring that up is having worked with many people who suffer from multiple sclerosis or who have had a stroke, this particular muscle on one side or the other can become very weak. And as a result, when you see these individuals afflicted by these conditions, they tend to lean to one side, and that's the side that's weak. So it's important to strengthen this, especially as you get older. Once you get over the age of 50 years old, you're going to begin to see some changes in the way your body is functioning. It's not going to function like it did when you're in your 20s and 30s. So it's very, very important that as you use the gym to invest in your physical body in the coming years, that you approach all the exercises that you're doing in a moderate fashion. Now, of course, as you get stronger and you become more physically fit, you can push the envelope, go heavier, work harder, but always remember, you're not coming to the gym to compete against anybody or even to compete against yourself. You're coming to the gym to get in better physical condition so that as you age, you're healthy and strong and mobile. That's all we're going to do for today, folks. I appreciate you watching. We look forward to seeing you the next time. Until then, make it a great day.